Hello my fellow gamers, this is Shadow from Shadow Online Gaming, bringing you another Total War Warhammer battle report. We have had another challenger step up to the ring. We have another YouTuber who answered the call, and his name is Dr. Shil. If you haven't seen his channel, there'll be a link to his channel in the description. Absolutely great guy, has some really good videos, really good series going at the moment. His main features are his three main favourite games, which are the Darksiders trilogy, the Shadow of Mordor trilogy, and of course the Warhammer Total War trilogy. Regarding more of the Warhammer Total War side, he does loads of good guides, tutorials, training, unit breakdowns. He also does the tournament scene as well, which I didn't even know there was a big tournament scene for Warhammer Total War, but there is. And he's got me in contact with the website that hosts it all and things, so I'll probably be doing that in the future. So if you've not heard of him, Dr. Shil, check out his channel. He will be having the other side of the battle report on his channel, so you can see from both points of view and how we both stylize and do our videos. And if you're coming from Dr. Shil's channel, thank you very much for joining. I hope you enjoy this slightly different, unique way of doing Total reports. So what I always do at the beginning is we'll do a quick overview. So as Ross will be showing up on the screen now, I am using the green skins, and Dr. Shil is using, or I'll just call Shil from now on, is using Clan Angrund, or the dwarfs. As you know, dwarf armies is mostly infantry, so he's got 752 infantry and 3 catapults, as in one unit of 3 catapults is how that's counted. I've got 541 infantry and 500 cavalry, and the one other is the giant you can see in the background there. So for Warhammer Total War, I will be doing an other section, because there's a lot of things that aren't covered in the 3 or 4 above. So that means the dwarves have a total of 755, and I've got a total of 1042. Now, why have I got so much cavalry? Because this is my Goblin Wolf Tribe army. I do enjoy using this. It uses a lot of micro, but oh, it's good fun to do. So, let's zoom out here to get the full screen on. And now, if you want to skip straight to the main battle, you can. There'll be a link, a timestamp in the description. Or if you want to have the full breakdown, I try and go through this as quickly as possible so you can see exactly what units I'm using. So I've got 3 units of Goblin Spearmen, so 360 Goblins there. And behind that, 2 units of Goblin Archers, so 180 Archers. And these are led by a Nog-Goblin War Boss, because that's the only Lord that's not a named Goblin, I believe. You can't just have a standard Goblin as a War Boss. It has to be a Night Goblin, which is kind of odd. And these guys are supported by the Giant. So that's my main force here. Just to their left is 3 units of Wolf Chariots, 18 chariots in total. You've got the Tooth Robbers there, special unit there. And then you've got my wolves that are split over 2 groups. So the numbers I'm going to give you is the total, and then you've got to pretty much split them in half. So you've got 2 units of Wolf Riders there, 2 units of Wolf Riders there, which totals 240 wolves, including the Moon Howlers, which I believe are on that flank. There they are. You then have 2 units of Goblin Wolf Rider Archers and 2 Goblin Wolf Archers there. Once again, another 240 archers in total, and this includes the Mogrub's Mangy Marauders, and each flank is led by a Goblin Big Boss on a wolf. So as you can see, the tactics for this, these guys come in and prove a bit of a nuisance and give support where needed. This whole force is a distraction. Keep them busy. Oh, big numbers, big giant. Well, these guys, the main threat, come around behind and shoot and charge in and get rear charges. So let's go over Shil's army. He has here, by the way, it needs to be pointed out what a beautiful map this is. Sorry, I just had to point it out because you've got this massive with water fountains and all that going, waterfalls going. It looks really nice. And also the lighting is all lit by that one hole. You've got the stacked tides and the mushrooms and trees. It's very nice. It needs to be, these guys put a lot of effort into this map, so I just wanted to point that out. Also, it's relevant because this hoe messes up his deployment. So yeah, he was quite annoyed by that. But you've got 2 groups of miners with blasting charges, 150 miners. You've got a nice strong front line of 4 units of Longbeards, 300 dwarfs in total, and they're led by Balagor Ironhammer. Apparently, when it comes to this faction, Clan Angrund, these are the only 2 characters you ever take. I don't know why. I've played against them a couple of times and they've always taken Iron Hammer and Iron Brow. I assume that's just the best combo. So you got a Smithy there. You've then got his 1 unit of Cattle Poach, which are the Gobbers. So they're returning prisoners to us because they were being a nuisance. They'll do good morale damage. You've then got 3 units of Rangers, which includes the Uther's Raiders. So they're Rangers of great weapons and really good experience. And then behind that you've got 2 groups of Slayers, one of them being the Dragonback Slayers, I believe. Yeah, and his line, as you can imagine, is just hold the line. But that doesn't work too well when you're up against such fast guys. So, start the replay, everything quickly moves. There you go, they're now moving, they're moving up, and then the infantry shall move forward. Now as for firing at the chariots, don't know if he gets any good hits. Not really, there's not many guys there to hit, is there? These guys are coming up quick. Just to, like I said, the whole point is to get his attention. It's like, hello, I'm here, look at this, look at all this, and then the flanking forces come around. But he's got Slayers moving back, but I don't think he realised there was 2 full groups of them. And I've got archers as well, so against Slayers that don't have really any armour. But do they have really any armour at all? Armour, none. None. What's that bronze though? What's that? Didn't know dwarves counted as shielded, so they block 30% of all small fire. There you go, so that's something new we've learned today. Dwarf Slayers can actually block 30% of the shots fired at them. But that means the 70% are hit and they have no armour to stop it. So the goblins moving out, the chariots are going to, I believe, charge in to try cut up the rangers and arm the engineers a bit, the miners, there we go. Got the eventually, they've got a good charge here. The front line is charging in. We'll be careful of those Slayers, but we got at the same time a charge at the front and a wolf charge into the back of these Slayers, which has been a really good hit. We are cutting them down quite nicely, but we don't want to stay in there too long because once they get back on their feet, they will start really bringing the pain. There's the Lord there doing his thing. The chariots, I'm trying to get out of there because they're good for hit and run and nothing more. The giant is lumbering in. Very nice hit. I think he hit half that hit the goblins, but who cares, they're goblins. The archers are now shooting in. Again, probably shooting my own goblins, but that's okay. That's the goblin knight war boss trying to keep his men fighting. We've got a good flank here as well. We've got the wolves coming in from the rear. As you can see, this is what it's like. It is constant back and forth, hitting exactly what I need my forces to hit. And as you see, some of the dwarves are starting to break. So we've got a nice little pocket of dwarves here being surrounded. You've got a nice one being flanked here. Got night goblins charging into the rear, hitting and running. So he can't get a good defense line up. The giant though has taken half damage already. They're trying to finish those off. I mean, they're wavering, but they're taking on a guy that's broken, so they should be alright. But now he gets this force here very nicely. Those guys going there, I believe they're the Drakenback Slayers, aren't they? Yes, very good choice, trying to get into the flank and get the giant who's nearly fallen already. And these guys are throwing blast charges into the archers, killing many of them. And the goblobbers helping. These guys have now all fallen back, and the dwarves have just charged straight into the archers. They've decided that they need to take them out. So I try and get behind them, my guys. There goes the broken. These archers are still shooting them behind. They were a constant nuisance for them. But I wasn't microing. It looks like most of them are shooting at him, and they can't hurt him. They should be shooting at these guys. Never mind. The giant is about to fall, and so are the goblin spearmen that are tucked with him. And down he goes. Ah, so that flank has been won by the dwarfs. Got some chariots here. As you can see, I'm kind of scattered over the place where they're so fast. So I start falling them back and try and drag his forces out of that comfortable position he's got. Got the archers are just staying in combat because why not? They're just holding them in place. They're not really going to be any use now. And as you can see, I'm doing a lot of hit and run of the archers and the wolf riders. Trying to get my leaders together, and then I try and, as they spread out, as they slowly move out, I'm going to try and hit them from behind, like so. Doing buffs as well. As you can see, I had loads of guys about, and I kept forgetting. I had to keep checking where everyone was so I can take them, use them best effectively. So in they go. But is that damn? I mean, I don't know how I've actually hurt him, but yeah. But you can see these are taking quite a pounding. These guys are all trying to slay the Slayers here, the Dragonback Slayers. Picking them off one by one while I do hit and run moves. They also, the Quarriors, I believe the Rangers, sorry, are taking shots over there. Got the Chariots are going to try and charge into the flank to do some damage. A nice hit there. But you can see, because the Dwarf Lords there, their leadership will not break. So I'll try and pull my guys out. I've got all these units here, archers and that could be firing in and giving support. So I'll try and lure him out, get him out of position. He's now separate. He's got a group here and a group here, and I'm trying to focus on the group of the generals in. If I can take them out, these should be quite easy. But the Night Goblin War Boss decides he wants to stay in there, which was a big mistake. He takes so much damage, it's not good. He's getting the Runesmith to do buffs. I'm trying to kill these Slayers. And I'm trying to get my forces that are here around to like I said, I needed to destroy this group. You've got a group of miners, the blasting charges coming up there, which is a bit concerning. The archers know how dangerous that can be. My warriors have begun to flee. You've got an epic duel happening here of the two lords. Yep, good on you, Night Goblin. Starts to run away. Well, he's steady. I told him to run away, so they start chasing him. But you got Goblin Wolf Riders coming in, you got these guys coming in. As I said, this army's all about hit and run, which is a very interesting army to play. This has been able to beat a Chaos army before, so I thought, how bad can Dwarfs be? But you can see they're trying to target these guys, and he's taking a lot of damage. That's just some Goblin Spearmen, it is as well. You may have noticed as well, all the units are like 3-tier gold and things like that. It's very, very strong army. Because I've just got, Goblins are so cheap, the units from this army are so cheap that I might, you know what I mean, I might as well just rank them all up. So this guy's pretty much taking no damage at all. And I made a mistake, the Goblin War Boss charged in, and all these guys, as you can see, if I just stayed back, I could have just shot these quite nicely. They charge into the rear, doing pretty much no damage to morale though. Finally got all my, as you can see, all my forces are now pretty much gathered around this group, and this is the battle here. He's not even, you've got some rangers helping there, but they're not doing too much. So yeah, this is mainly the fight now. We're just trying to charge in goblins, hit and run, try and get rid of these dwarfs, but they just never break, do they? Unless you can get a proper surround and kill their leaders, which is nearly unkillable. See, the goblins are now breaking. No surprise there, well, they're wavering. But then, my boss is shattered. And just like that, the whole army collapsed. So pretty much, by the looks of it, because we took so many losses, the war boss decided it wasn't worth it and left the battlefield and everyone followed. Not great. But there we go. So the first win goes to Shil. Very good fun game. Very good theme game that were goblins and dwarfs underground with mushrooms. It's a shame I didn't use my Night Goblin army. That would have been quite funny, but there we go. So, mainly going over the kills. The war boss only got 19 kills. The big bosses, I love the way they both got 22 kills each. Yeah, let's keep things synchronized, shall we? The Night Goblins done sorry, the Night Goblins. The normal Goblins done alright. 24, 27, 20. Well, you got them, they're up against dwarfs. So that's quite good. 25 kills for the archers in grey, but 40 from them. When you think they were just support. The Wolf Riders didn't do too great. 12, 18, 10, and 6. That's quite naff. 6, 6, 20. The Chariots done alright. 42 and 32. And the Manging Marauders got 32. That's quite good. And the other Chariot got, the Special Chariots got 8. Giant got 33 kills, so that's quite good. I mean, they lost 435. So they lost over half their force, but I lost far, far more. But then again, as I said, a lot of the goblins at the front are cannon fodder. That's all they're there for. So how does Shil's army do? Well, the Lord got 32 kills. The Fae, I keep calling him Fane. It's a Runesmith. Why do I keep calling him Fane? The Runesmith got 6 kills, but he was more buff than the other guys are. His Longbench had a great time. 100 kills, 88, 50. They only got 24. His Slayers both got 84 kills. So that's 2 units that are identical that have actually got identical number of kills. His Rangers got 1750 and 19, and his Catapult got a nice 69 kills. So there we go. That's a quick sum up of how the unit's done. That was a very good first game between me and Dr. Shil. If you've not checked out his channel, please do so. It is really good fun. I'm working through he's doing a commentary over this tournament. I think it's the Grudge tournament. Don't quote me on the name of the tournament though, but it's on his front page. You can't miss it. And they're doing really good series, and he's doing the commentary on it all. Really good fun. I'm learning a lot from it, so definitely worth checking out. Yeah, and if you're coming from his channel to mine, thank you very much for visiting. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. Excuse me, I'm coughing up now. That's what defeat tastes like in the back of your throat. There we go. Well, I have to clear it all up for round 2. This is a best out of 3, so there'll be 2 more episodes to come. So if you don't want to miss them and miss any more of my Total War replays, you hit that little red button, subscribe. Comment below what you thought of the 2 armies, how they were both set up. Isn't this pretty much the standard army for Clan Angrund, especially of those 2? Are they the only 2 characters they have, or are they just the best combo? I don't know. They just always seem to always have them. Always. I'm just seeing how many times I can say the word always with them 2. But yeah, we'll wrap it up there. Thank you very much for joining me. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It's great to see that the channel's moving in a good direction, in the right direction for you guys. And comment below how you think the game went and who you think done better. I mean, obviously, Shil did because he won, but Goblin should be back soon. Anyway, to our next game. This has been Shadow from Shadow Online Gaming. Take care.